Hi Hayden, thanks for asking me to do this. I understand you need a short video talking about my position and what factors were advantages to me in a rise to success. So let me see how I can do on that. I want to point out that I work for a large company. I'm Vice President and General Counsel for an aerospace Fortune 100 company, and the opinions I express are those of mine and not necessarily my company's. So in this role, I manage 350 employees worldwide in over 10 locations, and I have professionals in the law department, contracts, and export control. So how did I get here? I grew up on a small farm in Ohio. I was very fortunate to have very loving parents. I was one of 5 children, number 4. Those parents taught me how to work extremely hard, and also my mother was a very competitive individual, and that sense of competition and spirit of competition served me well for many years. After growing up on the farm, I attended school, did very well in high school. I had a large public high school of 340 in my class, and went on to college, really my mother's alma mater. And at that college, I graduated 17th with a major in economics and minors in political science and French. That background in economics proved to be a big advantage later on that allowed me really to transfer careers from a law firm to a business. Having done well in college, I was getting ready for law school and was taking law school entrance exams. I went out one night too late and before my practice exam. And when I took that practice exam, I ended up scoring a 19 out of 45, which was below the 50th percentile. That was probably an advantage looking back. It shocked me into really studying. I had a winter term off and I studied morning till night. And I was able to score in the 99th percentile, which really opened up my opportunities to pick any law school that I really wanted to go to. So I was fortunate enough to get into Harvard, which was an amazing group of incredibly talented global students that gave me advantages later in terms of the network that it created of really smart individuals holding really important careers both in the public sector and the private sector and government. Those network and those connections proved to be very helpful later. After law school, I clerked for a judge who was amazingly smart and taught me how the system worked. And following that, I went to a law firm in DC where I worked for 8.5 years and had made partner at that firm. And during that time, my husband, who I met while I was in law school, was really supportive. We had 2 children while I was working there. And I thought I was going to work for a long time at that law firm. I was lucky enough to put on a case in the aerospace industry with an aerospace client. Got a bit of a name and a reputation for myself in that field. And one day got a call from a headhunter, a recruiter. And that recruiter was looking to hire me to a Fortune 100 company. I thought I would be at the firm for the rest of my career. But interestingly enough, I went and 21 interviews later decided I wanted to transition jobs from the law firm environment to the corporate environment. So I joined the corporate environment, and because of 2 different individuals who left over that time, was at the right time and the right place to be promoted twice into this position as Vice President and General Counsel. During that time, my husband, very fortunate for me, decided to stay home and give us the opportunity to have 2 more children. So we have 4 children. And without his support, I really couldn't have a job of this nature. I travel globally every month, yet find it incredibly important that the parents are involved in our children's education and activities. So probably what advantaged me most while working at the company and getting these promotions is really fabulous mentors and sponsors who were able to teach me the political environment of a large corporation, how to manage through that, what type of behaviors were important. I'm also lucky enough to work for a company that supports diversity, which is incredibly important, and holds their employees to the highest ethical standards, work ethic, integrity ethics, and compliance ethics. So I'm very proud to work for this company. So Hayden, I hope I have hit on some of the advantages that I've had during my career. If I can be of any help, please don't hesitate to give me a call. I wish you all the best.